tried to write an episode of the TV drama Moonlighting, and you were turned down by Banks 32 times when you were trying to start your brewery in lower downtown. Let me say, after you finally did, you got a DUI, and as a result started a designated driver program.
Yeah, those are all true. I mean, I went, with my mom. I'd been in college. I was the youngest kid, so my mom had been alone, home alone for several months in the house, and they just started doing the rating system for films. And so my old friend Jed Rulon Miller wanted to see what an X movie was like. So he and I were going to go, and I got home, and my mom had cooked this big meal. When I told her I was going to have to leave right after the meal, she said, "Well, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, we're going to go see the next movie, this movie." And she said, well, she didn't say it. I looked at her and said, "Well, do you want to go?" And she looked and said, "Yes." And I was shocked. I didn't know what to do. So we went. My mom was, just barely 5 foot. And so we walked into this movie theater to see Deep Throat. And I mean, the first scene was kind of raunchy. I looked at my mother and I said, "I think we should leave." And my mom said, my mom grew up in the Depression. Once she paid for a ticket, she was going to use it. And she said, no, it's okay. It's okay. It was the first time I really realized how lonely she was. I mean, when I was growing up, she was always very busy, had her own life, raising 4 kids by herself. But when we were all gone, she missed us. And that she would go to an X movie. I still beat myself up about that. What was I thinking?
You do get very personal in this book about your dating life, the end of your first marriage, and your father's death when you were 8. Your dad died of intestinal cancer, but your mother didn't tell you he was sick?
We knew he was sick. No one talked about it. And in those days, he would spend long periods of time in the bedroom with the door closed, and we weren't to go in there. And if I was that sick, I'd want my son to be in every single day. I'd want to talk to him. I wanted to hear every thought I was thinking. But for whatever reason, they were trying to protect us from that. And so we never really, he kind of disappeared. Even though he was up there in that bedroom, he kind of disappeared from the active life that we were all living. And it was almost like the house was almost a little bit haunted. He was there, but he wasn't there. Couldn't go talk to him.
Sometimes your mom would walk down with bloody sheets. You saw that?
Yeah, I mean, every night he had a lot of infections, and was passing blood. So he would, each night he'd wake up in a cold sweat, and the sheets would be soaked. And so my mom would get up and kind of gingerly roll him over halfway, get the old sheet up, and then put a new sheet down. She'd do that 2 or 3 times a night.
Passengers were on the train when the conductor, Leslie Casey, fell from a moving car and was run over by the train. Colorado's Judicial branch is launching a new effort this year to get more voters to weigh in on whether state judges should keep their jobs. CPR's Megan Verlee reports.
Around a quarter of voters skip judicial retention ballot questions, often because they don't feel well enough informed, according to those who studied the issue. Colorado does have a system for evaluating judges, and recommendations appear in the state's voter guide. This election, the state will use web ads and social media posts to promote where voters can find judicial evaluations. Malia Reddick helped develop the outreach tools. She's with the Institute for the Advancement of the American Legal System.
We'd like for the public to know that some judges didn't pass muster based on input from court users and professional colleagues.
In 2014, out of 166 judges on the ballot, the state's Evaluation Commission recommended 3 of them should lose their jobs. Only 1 was voted out of office. I'm Megan Verlee, CPR News.
Larimer County is trying to find caseworkers who deal with child neglect and abuse. There are concerns that a shortage of workers and heavier workloads will hurt some clients. The county's Human Services Department has lost about 20 of more than 100 employees, many citing low pay. Some caseworkers are in charge of up to 30 children. In Larimer County, Fort Collins and Loveland, highs today in the 70s with a chance for rain this afternoon. Same around Denver with metro area highs near 80. This is CPR News.
I'm David Rutherford from CPR Classical. Composers are frequently inspired to write music based on poetry. This is one of the few examples of a musical work based on an essay. English author Charles Lamb's essay, Dream Children, is about a man telling his children about their family history, and especially about how he met and courted their mother. But suddenly, his children fade from view. He wakes up and realizes he had never actually married the woman he loved, and his children were merely a dream. Edward Elgar captures the reminiscence and regret perfectly in his music. CPR Classical brings you these emotions and more in the music every day. Listen online at cprclassical.org.
Support for NPR comes from NPR member stations and from the Maine Office of Tourism, offering travelers an opportunity to explore and discover their very own Maine thing, to be inspired, be adventurous, and be yourself. The journey begins at visitmaine.com. And from alarm.com, providing smart home security.
I want to go to the back bathroom. I want to sit there for 20 minutes until my leg goes numb with the sports page. It's a body sign of, okay, that's enough. I'm going to sit there and look at some stats. That's it. In peace. But I'm not allowed, because they'll find me. This happened. I had to swift. I pretended I was swiffing to throw them off my trail. I was going to do some swiffing. And then when no one was looking, I grabbed the sports page and I snuck back in the back bathroom, and I went back there and I sat down. 20 seconds in, my daughter with a sippy cup comes busting open the door. I like swat. She stands there and then looks back like, I found him, he's over here. I tried to throw us off at the Swiffer, but I got it. Another case solved. Then she did something, she just stayed. She just stood there. Because she knew I couldn't do anything about it. She's very smart. And I go, get out of here, what are you doing? This is Daddy's privacy. It's a private time in the bathroom. Get out of here, this is gross, get out of here. And I'm not sure if anyone's got a little girl, but they're all kind of creepy. Look at something. Then I called for help. I go, honey! Kristen! Please help me, she won't leave! There was no answer. So my daughter looked at me like, no one can hear your cries. Just me and you. Finally, I hit her with the paper pretty good. And she must have left at some point because my wife popped her head in and goes, what are you talking about? I thought you were swiffing.
all magical.
I did a special for Comedy Central, and they had to take a physical, a verbal physical, a bunch of yes and no questions, but they were strangely worded. Like, have you ever tried sugar or PCP? This shirt is dry clean only, which means it's dirty. I figured out teen beauty tricks because I read a magazine that's teen beauty tricks. All you do is you take a product that's meant for something else and use it for something else. That's the trick. How do I get rid of acne? Well, you know that shower scrub? Put it on a zit. Alright, how do I get rid of a rash? Well, you know that glue for bird cages? Just use that. That's the trick right there.
Hey, this is Billy D. Washington. One of my best friends in comedy is George Wallace. You guys may know George Wallace, right? He's the best friend of Jerry Seinfeld. He was the best man for Jerry Seinfeld in his wedding. And check out George Wallace. My dude is George Wallace. You go by and see him. Tell him Billy D. Washington said hi.
Anybody got any questions before I go? So what? How about my mama? I know you didn't say what I thought you said. What's wrong with you people? You hear Jazz and down on the Tom Joyner morning show talking about my mama and Whoopi Goldberg. Y'all got to stop talking about my mama. How about your ugly mama? I met your mama at the airport. She got a job sniffing luggage. It's a little game we play. Some of you know how to play it. It's called Joning. Some of you know how to play the game, right? And who got a joke? Hit me with one. Show them how to do it.
You guys haven't seen your dad in the driveway.
My mama's so fat she had to iron her pants in the driveway. Okay. Let me tell you about your big fat mama. Your mama's so fat when she gets on the elevator, oh, it's going down. That's how you play it. Some of you know what? Come on, give me another one. My mama's so fat she's cockeyed every time she run around, she look around. That's just like your mama. Your mama's so cross-eyed the other day she dropped a dime and picked up 2 nickels. And I could have been your daddy, but your mama didn't have change for $1. Somebody had one over here. Come on. My mama's so stupid she sold a television to pay the cable bill. Your mama's so stupid the other day she was walking by the YMCA. She said, "Look, baby, somebody spelled Macy's wrong."
With the mouth open?
Nope, I don't. Why do not? You know I tried.
I'm pretty sure you don't, because I'm pretty sure you find that really offensive. So
Yeah,
it would
I
be
try
weird
not to.
if you did it and you hated it.
Hypocritical, yeah. You don't do that one.
I don't?
No.
Constantly talks about his ex?
No.
You do that one, but it's about my ex. That's weird. It's kind of true.
It is kind of
If my ex, okay, I just want to say this. If Facebook ever did like what LinkedIn does, where you can buy a premium and see who went and looked at your site. So Steve and I have a common login because we log in as Slacker and Steve, right? And I'll come into the studio and he's on my ex-wife's Facebook profile.
What?
And I swear to God, if like Facebook ever told you these following 6 people visited your thing, she would think I'm stalking her.
I never thought
because it's like, oh my God, my ex was on my side again. It's like, I don't even know where your page is. I don't go to it ever.
You don't.
I've seen it as I walk into the studio because you're on it.
You're right. So yes, it's not you. I'll tell you that.
You constantly talk about my ex.
I don't. It's just okay.
What's she doing with?
I know exactly.
All right, so we can keep going with our list, but like, this isn't as awesome as we know you can make it. We want you to make your own list. The hottest guy in the world. He's perfect in every way. What is that one thing?
There's always a thing.
And it can be a girl too. We don't care. Guys, girls, we're mutual offenders here. What is the one thing someone can do to make them instantly unattractive?
Best call this hour gets Elitch Gardens The Purple Experience.
It's actually a pair of day passes to Elitch's this Saturday. It's the #1 Prince tribute band in the world, I say universe. Plus you get to hang out in the Theme and Water Park.
Yeah, tickets will include the Purple Experience all day at the Theme and Water Park. Get tickets online at elitchgardens.com for a special discounted price right now.